Mountain meditation found on palouse-mindfulness.com. For this meditation, it is normally done in a sitting position, either on a floor or on a chair. Begin by sensing the support you have on the chair or on the cushion, paying attention to the actual sensations of contact. Find a position of stability and poise, upper body balanced over your hips and shoulders in a comfortable but alert position. Put your hands on your lap or let them rest on your knees. Your arms are hanging by their own weight like heavy curtains. Shoulders dropped from ears, stable and relaxed. Actually sensing in your body feel your feet, your legs, your hips, your lower and upper body, arms, shoulders, your neck, and your head. When you are ready, allow your eyes to close or have a soft gaze. Bring awareness to the breath, the actual physical sensation, feeling each breath as it comes in and goes out. Let the breath be just as it is, without trying to change or regulate it in any way. Allow it to flow easily and naturally, with its own rhythm and pace, knowing you are breathing perfectly well right now. Nothing for you to do. Allowing the body to be still and sitting with a sense of dignity, a sense of resolve, a sense of being complete, whole, in this very moment, with your posture reflecting this sense of wholeness. Just be. As you sit here, letting an image form in your mind's eye of the most magnificent and beautiful mountain you have ever seen or can imagine. Let it gradually come into greater focus. And even if it doesn't come as a visual image, allow the sense of the mountain and the feeling of its overall shape, its lofty peak or peaks high in the sky, the large base rooted in the bedrock of the Earth's crust, its steep or gently sloping sides. Noticing how massive it is, how solid, how unmoving, how beautiful, whether from afar or up close. Perhaps your mountain has snow blanketing its top and trees reaching down to the base, or a rugged granite side. There may be streams and waterfalls cascading down the slopes. There may be one peak or a series of peaks with meadows and high lakes. Observe it. Note it. Note the qualities, and when you feel ready, see if you can bring the mountain into your body. Sitting here, that your own body and the mountain in your mind's eye become one, so that you sit and share the massiveness and stillness and the majesty of the mountain. You become the mountain. Grounded in the sitting position, your head becomes the lofty peak, supported by the rest of your body. You notice the panoramic view. Your shoulders and arms are the sides of the mountain. Your buttocks and legs are the base, rooted to the cushion of your chair or the floor. Experience in your body a sense of uplifting from deep within your pelvis and spine. With each breath, as you continue sitting, become a little more like the mountain, alive and vital, yet unwavering in your inner stillness, completely what you are, beyond words, beyond thought, centered, grounded, unmoving presence. As you sit here, become more aware of the fact that as the sun travels across the sky, the light and shadows and the colors are changing virtually moment by moment in the mountain stillness. And the surface beams with life and activity. Streams are flowing. Snow is melting. Waterfalls, plants, and wildlife. As the mountain sits, seeing and feeling how night follows day and day follows night, the bright warming sun followed by the cool night sky studded with stars and the gradual dawning of a new day. Through it all, the mountain just sits, experiencing change in each moment, constant change. Yet the mountain remains being itself. It remains still as the seasons flow into one another and as the weather changes moment by moment and day by day, calmness abiding all change. In the summer, there is no snow on the mountain tops. Perhaps for the very peaks or in crags shielded from direct sunlight, you may see some snow. In the fall, the mountain may wear a coat of brilliant fire colors. In winter, a blanket of snow and ice. In any season, it may find itself at times enshrouded in clouds or fog or pelted by freezing rain. People may come to see the mountain, comment on how beautiful it is, or how it's not a good day to see the mountain, or that it's cloudy or rainy, foggy or dark. None of this matters to the mountain. It remains at all times its essential self. Clouds may come and clouds may go. Tourists may or may not like it. The mountain's magnificent beauty are not changed one bit by whether people see it or not, whether it's seen or unseen, whether it's sun or clouds, whether it's broiling or frigid day or night. It just sits being itself. At times, it's visited by violent storms, buffeted by piles of snow, pounding rain and winds of unthinkable magnitude. But through it all, the mountain sits. When spring comes, trees leaf out, flowers bloom in the high meadows and slopes, birds sing and chirp in the trees once again. Streams overflow with the waters of melting snow. Through it all, the mountain continues to sit, unmoved by the weather, by what happens on its surface, unmoved by the world of appearances. It remains its essential self, through the seasons, through the changing weather, through all of the activity and the ebb and flow of its surface. In the same way, we sit in meditation. We can learn to experience the mountain. We can embody the same central, unwavering stillness and groundedness in the face of everything that changes in our lives over seconds, hours, or years. In our lives and in our meditation practice, we experience constantly the changing nature of our mind and body, the changing nature of the outer world. We have our periods of light and darkness activity. We have inactivity. There are moments where there's color, and there's moments where it's dark and drabby. It's true. We experience storms just as the mountain. They vary in intensity, they vary in violence, in the outer world and in our own minds and bodies. Buffeted by high winds or cold and rain, we endure periods of darkness and pain, as well as moments in the joy and uplifting, and we experience a weather of our own. But by becoming the mountain in our meditation practice, we can link up with this strength and stability and adopt them for our own. We can use the energy to support our energy, to encounter each moment with mindfulness and equanimity and clarity. It may help us to see that our own thoughts and feelings, our own preoccupations, our emotional storms and crises, even the things that happen to us, are very much like the weather on the mountain. While we tend to take it all personal, its strongest characteristic is impersonal. The weather of our own lives is not to be ignored or denied. It is to be encountered, to be honored. It's something we need to feel. We need to know it for what it is, and it needs to be held in our awareness. And in holding it in this way, we come to know a deeper silence and stillness and wisdom. Mountains have this to teach us and much more if we let it. So if you find yourself resonating in some way with the strength and stability of the mountain in your sitting, in your meditation practice, in your real life, as a reminder of what it means to sit mindfully with resolve and with wakefulness and true stillness. So in the time that remains, continue to sustain the mountain meditation as your own. Be in silence, be present, moment by moment, until you hear the sound of the bells. This mountain meditation was adapted from the PalouseMindfulness.com website. As always, be resilient like the lotus.